Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambam Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sadha Enakshara Samamnaya Madhigamya Maheshwaraha Vitsnam Vyakaranam Proktam Tasmai Panineye Namaha Vakyakaram Vararuchim Bhashyakaram Patanjalim Paninim Sutrakarancha Pranatosmi Munitrayam. Atha Maheshwara Sutrani A Ye Una Rilika E Om I Ouch Hayavarat Lan Nyamangananam Jhabai Ghadadash Jhabagadash Khapa Chatatha Chatathav Kapai Shashasar Hal Iti Maheshwarani Sutrani Ata Utpannasthananam Stotrani Akuha Visarjaniyanam Kantaha Ichuyashanam Talu Ruturashanam Mudha Lutulasanam Dantaha Upupadmaniyanam Oshtau Nyamaganananam Nasikacha Edaitoho Kanthathalu Odhautoho Kantoshtam Vakarasya Dantoshtam Jihvamuliyasya Jihvamuliyam Nasika Anuswarasya.
बहु सम्यक् तत्र जिह्वामूलमेव जिह्वामूलीयं नास्ति तत्र बहु उत्तमम् उच्चारणमपि बहु सम्यक् बहु उत्तमम् आम् नमस्ते भाग्या महोदय कथमस्ति सम्यक् वा
सम्यक् अस्मि महोदय धन्यवादाः
आम् तो अद्य translation exercise aham preshitavati kartum actually I had put it as part of the homework but the homework had become too long so unfortunately sorry I guess it's long for you but if you are prepared or if you don't prepare also no problem we'll go through it together one by one and we'll work through it.
We're supposed to send it to you, is it?
No need to send it. Just going through it in class. I'm Bhagya Modi.
Yeah, I did it.
Yeah. Oh, I same thing like Rajashri Modi. I thought I had to send it, but I did more than half. Then I thought, but I didn't have time today and yesterday.
Chinta nasti. I know it's a lot of work. I just wanted it there so that you guys can at least look at it and have some thought about it before we do it in class. So it will save us a little bit of time.
And I have one more question, Mahoday. That Mano Kamaya.
Mano Kamana.
Kamaya, Mano Kamaya.
Mano Kamana. That one? That one is Manaha Akamana.
Why Akamana? Because the way you, it is not even close. So there is a space, Mano space Kamana.
Is it?
So
then there is a Tankana dosha.
Then that's why, I said, there is something wrong.
There is a Tankana dosha. Yes. Then if that is the case, let me just open. Let me see. Then there might be a Tankana dosha. Ekanimsham. It was the 24th one. Hello? Which homework was it?
Last week. 24th one.
24th one, no? Lataa 3, Griha Karyam 24th. Shamyatam, it might have been a typo.
5, it is a 5th one.
Yes, definitely typo. 100% typo.
Because, I thought it is a Karkasha Varna. How is that possible? Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Correct. It should have been this. It should have been, it should have been this or it should have been. Yes.
Right. Okay.
So
now it makes sense.
Yes, there was a, definitely, there was a typo there. Shamyata.
And the other one is Yen Sandhi, right? We haven't done it in...
Which one?
There is, okay.
Definitely. That is wrong. Yes.
That is Yen Sandhi, right?
Correct. Not to be done.
The first one, Mahodaya, what she told, Mano Kamana, If you put a avagraha, then a will come. If you don't put avagraha,
It is still like that. Avagraha is, remember, avagraha chinnam is optional. Vikalpena lekhitum shaknumaha.
okay.
यदि नास्ति अपि चिन्ता नास्ति, परन्तु एकमेव शब्देन एकमेव पदं इति दर्शनीयं तत्र. It should have been written as one word. The minute it is separated into two words, it is not correct.
But manaha kamana is also, you can, there is a meaning, right?
Manaha kamana will become manah kamana, because it is a karkasha vyanjanam. Manah kamana it will become. So it cannot be written as mano kamana. If it is manah kamana, it is not mano kamana.
Okay, that's what I thought.
It has to be akamana only. Then only it will work. Rajshri Mahoday, is that okay? Samadhanam praptavati?
No, if it is akamana, if it is can't it just be mano kamana? It can't be, is it?
It can be, but my mistake was writing it like this.
No, what I mean is, if you put it together, can't it just mano kamana? I mean, you split
no, because it is a karkasha vyanjanam that is following the visarga.
Yes, so
visargat param yadi swaraha santi, sorry, yadi akaraha hrasva akaraha asti, no chet mridu vyanjanani santi. Tat samayam eva, only then you can have utvam.
So I'm saying, can't it just remain as mano kamana? No.
As in without a sandhi.
Yeah, I mean,
like as in saying no sandhi karyam has happened.
Yeah.
No, there is a sandhi that has happened, because there are definitely two words. This is a samasta padam.
Oh, okay.
This is manas and kamana. Akamana, kshamita.
So it will be manaha kamana becomes
manaha akamana.
Akamana becomes mano akamana.
Mano kamana. So it was written in that group, no? In the Lataa group. Someone had put it fully in very nicely. They put it like that only, exactly like that.
Okay, but when it's pronounced as one word, mano kamana putyam.
Correct. It is mano kamana only. That avagraha chinnam is not pronounced at all. Remember that.
Yeah.
So so let's quickly recall. We've done in the visarga sandhis, we've done utva sandhi. So utva sandhi madhye niyamaha kaha kopi vaktum shaknoti va? Bhagya Mahoday vadatu Mahoday.
Purvapada visargasya purve akaraha vikarasya. I'm sorry.
Visargat purve. Purvaha paraha, you have to use panchami.
Okay. Oh yes, visargat purvaha akaraha visargat anantaram. Visargat anantaram.
Visargasya anantaram. So purvam and param, you have to use panchami. But anantaram, you have to use shashti.
Okay. Visargat. Okay. Visargat param akaraha atava mrudu vyanjanaha asti chet utvam bhavati.
Bahu samyak. So visargat purvam hrasvakaraha eva. There is no other option. Khalo.
Yes.
Anivaryam asti. So hrasvakaraha noche tadanantaram visargat param hrasvakaraha noche mrudu vyanjanani. Mrudu vyanjanam asti chet tatra utvam bhavati. Utvam bhutva tadanantaram kim bhavati Mahoday?
Guna sandhi okaraha bhavati.
Okaraha kimartham?
Akara plus okara is okara gunaha bhavati.
Samyak. Tadanantaram anyat kimapi bhavitum arhati va?
Okara plus akaraha krasva akaraha asti chet purva rupa sandhi bhavet.
Bahu samyak. Tadeva. So our options are either leaving it as okaraha plus mridu vyanjanam following, or it can become purva rupa sandhi, where you have okara with avagraha chinnam, or the avagraha chinnam is not there. Either way, just okaraha is replaced, both the okaraha plus akaraha, rasvakaraha. Tadeva visargasya utvam iti vadamaha. Any questions in the previous homework? or in the previous lesson or any previous one so far? Anything has come up? Any questions?
Mahodaya, I still have to catch up, so I need little bit more time.
You can take as much time as you want.
I'm following, but to reproduce, I just need some time.
Chinta nasti. Please take your
I
time.
understand the rules. I understand how it works. But I just need little bit more time. I'm getting there.
No problem. Take your time. No problem. Vijayasundara Mahodaya, everything is okay?
No, actually, last class I did attend. So I had to catch up with, I started looking at each videos, and then I will start working on the homework.
Chinta nasti. Take your time. Take your time. But it is a simple, it's a ladder process. And you have just that, if you have the visarga, and before the visarga, there is a hrasvakaraha. After the visarga, there can be two options, hrasvakaraha or a mridu vyanjanam. The mridu vyanjanam, if we remember from the arambha vachanani, where is it here? This one. No, wrong one. I can't see under this thing. Shamita, ek nimisham. This one. So here, if it is followed by one of the mridu vyanjanani was, Rajashi Mahodaya, what was the pratyahara for it from mridu vyanjanani?
Hush, hush.
Hush. Hayavara, la, nyamanganana, jhabha, ghadadha, jabagadada. So mridu vyanjananis are anything in the vargiya vyanjananis, it is third, the fourth, or the fifth. Okay, Mahodaya? That is mridu vyanjani, or it can be hayavara and la. Okay, any of those. If the visarga is followed by hrasvakara or any of those, then you can have this utvam. And utvam is what? Basically, the visarga is replaced by ukaraha. That is the ukara adeshaha. So then it becomes akara, ukara, and then whatever follows. So then you have the utvam. If you watch the video, it should make sense. If you have questions after that, please ask in the next class, Mahodaya. Vijayasundara Mahodaya?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Rajashri Mahodaya, everything is okay?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Very good.
Astu,
Uttamam. So let us quickly, this translation exercises that I have over here, they are the first one, this here, I put a lot of sandhi in there. So we have to do sandhi vichedam and do an understanding of it. In this one also, once we do this visargasya lopaha, this sandhi, when we do the translations, we'll try and incorporate that when we do it here, so that we can do our exercises with the visarga lopa and visargasya utvam when we do this. Okay. So let's first talk about visargasya lopaha kutra bhavati iti. So visarga sandhi madhye vayam drishtavantaha tatra चत्वारः प्रभेदाः सन्ति इति खलु चत्वारः प्रभेदाः तत्र के सन्ति तत्र what are the different possibilities that the visarga can take? Anybody wants to tell?
Utvam.
Utvam.
Repa.
Repaha, very good. Punarapi.
Repa. Lopaha.
Lopaha.
There is one more. Sasha.
Very good. Yes.
Okay.
The sibilants. The sibilants. Any of the sibilants. Ushmana varnaha. Yadi tepi adesha rupena agantum shaknuvanti. So tadeva. So adeshaha iti ukaradeshaha ramopi iti repha valmikir munipungavam iti punarapi sakaradeshaha tatra ramas tatra tadrisham. Athadanantram lopaha iti. Lopaha ityukte Arjuna uvacha. That is the most famous thing. Arjuna uvacha iti. So adyatvayam lopaha kutra bhavati. Tatra niyamaha ke iti pashyamaha. Tatra niyamadvayam asti. Niyamadvayam asti. Ekam, we have seen, if there is akara, visargaha, followed by akaraha or mridu vyanjanani, it is utvam. Okay. If there is an akara followed by a visarga, followed by any of the other swaras, not hrasvakara. If it is followed by dirgha akara or any of the e to e, u, r, l, or the dirgha versions, or A, I, O, Au. If it is followed by any other swara other than the hrasvakara, tatsamayam visargasya lopaha bhavati. Okay, so we have seen so far, if it is akara, visargaha, followed by hrasvakaraha and any of the mridu vyanjanani. The only things that are left out are if the visarga is followed by any of the other swaras or any of the other karkasha vyanjanani. Correct? That's the only thing left out. If there is a akaraha before the visarga. If there is any of the other swaras, then we have visargasya lopaha. If we have karkasha vyanjanani, then we have the sibilants. Okay. Today only we are dealing with the lopaha. But what I want you to look at is how we can remember this. So akaraha, visargaha, followed by hrasva akaraha, we will have utvam. Followed by any of the other swaras, we will have lopaha. Followed by the mridu vyanjanani, we will have utvam. Followed by the karkasha vyanjanani, we will have the sattvam, which is the sibilants. Okay, that is what it is. So then we have covered all of the different possibilities for the paravarnas, as long as the purva varnaha is a hrasva akara. Okay, so that is the first niyama. Any questions on that one? It's very simple formula. Problem is actually applying it and remembering all these different things at the time of thing.
Yep.
Okay,
I think
so that
what you said makes it easier.
There's a ladder process. It's very simple.
Conceptualize, to conceptually understand. Yeah, application is tough, but at least,
Yes.
mentally, it's easy to slot it in.
And what you'll find is when you're first writing, you'll make mistakes. But if you do that first one more time, if you just look at it and check it, then you will see, oh, it is followed by this. I have to make this change, and you can fix it. So it comes out like that. This visarga is very simple. Visarga sandhi is very simple because there are only these 4 different things that can happen. So you just have to check what is happening over there. So that's all. So the other niyama, so that is one niyama. Niyama is any swara other than akaraha. If akaraha, visargaha, any swaraha other than hrasvakaraha, then you have visargasya lopaha. Arjuna uvacha. Arjuna eva. Arjuna agachati. Tadrisham. Okay. Now, there is a second niyama. If there is a dirgha akaraha, then there is a visarga, then there can be anything other than a karkasha vyanjanam following. The karkasha vyanjanani are the easiest. If there is a karkasha vyanjanam that follows a visarga, the visarga will almost always become a sibilant. It doesn't matter what is the purva varna. Karkasha vyanjana almost always forces the visarga to become a sibilant. In very rare cases, if it is a ksha or a tsa, only then the visarga stays a visarga. That's all. Otherwise, the visarga is made into sha, or sa. So I'll teach you, we'll look at when it becomes which sibilant later. Okay, Ushmana. Karkasha vyanjanani, so we will leave it out. We only have to deal with the mridu vyanjanani or the swaras. We already dealt with what happens when there is a hrasvakaraha. With akaraha, visargaha, hrasvakaraha, we know. Akaraha followed by visarga, followed by anything actually we know now. All the niyamas we know, all the 4 niyamas we know. If there is a dirgha akaraha, a visarga, followed by anything except a karkasha vyanjanam, there is also visargasya lopaha. These are the only 2 things where visarga lopaha happens.
Okay. Can you give an example for the second?
I will give examples now. I just wanted to give you an overview. These are the 2 niyamahas. Okay. So atra asti.
Akara, you're saying if it is akara followed by anything other than karkasha, there is lopa.
Correct.
Okay.
Simple. So balika agachanti. Balika agachanti tadrisham. So let's look at the examples now. Okay. Atra tu udaharanani prathamasya niyamasya udaharanani. Ityukte hrasvakaraha tasmat anantaram tasya anantaram visargaha tasya anantaram kimapi anye swaraha anyanam swaranam kimapi ekam. So tatra akaram hrasvakaram vihaya. So sevakaha iti. Tatra pashyatu sevak tadanataram akaraha hrasvakaraha visargaha ikaraha ti. तत्र विसर्गात् पूर्वं ह्रस्वकारः, विसर्गात् अनन्तरं
अन्यस्वरः
आकारः नास्ति, अन्यस्वराः तु विसर्गस्य लोपः भवति. सेवक इति. Now I had told you one thing before about what happens in Ashtadhyayi. In Ashtadhyayi shlokas, it is in the Ashtadhyayaha, in the latter part of the Ashtadhyayaha, that's where this sutram comes for visargasya lopaha. Because of that, there is a specific thing which says after visargasya lopaha, no other sandhi can happen. Okay, so you cannot go sevaka, if it is sevaka iti, you cannot go sevaketi, sevika iti. You cannot change, you cannot do any sandhi following this. You cannot even write these words together. They are separated. Okay, the sandhi is happening. Because sandhi is happening, there is samhita. There has to be samhita. You are saying it close, but we will write it separately. Does that make sense? Huh? Okay. Balaha uttisthati. Atra pashyatu. Visargat purvam akaraha. Visargat param ukaraha. Anyaswaraha. Khalu. So tasmat kim bhavati? Bala uttisthati. Avagatam khalu? So very simple rule. Very simple rule. तदनन्तरं द्वितीयनियमस्य उदाहरणानि पश्यामः. इदानीम् आकारः followed by विसर्गः, तदनन्तरं किमपि स्वरः किमपि मृदुव्यञ्जनम् अस्ति चेत् तत्रापि लोपः भवति. तत्रापि लोपः. बालाः अत्र तु आकारः, तदनन्तरं विसर्गः, तदनन्तरम् अकारः, किमपि स्वरः चिन्ता नास्ति, तत्रापि लोपः. बाला अत्र इति. अवगतं खलु? सिंहाः गर्जन्ति. तत्र पश्यन्तु तत्र आकारः, तदनन्तरं विसर्गः, तदनन्तरं मृदुव्यञ्जनं, वॉइस्ड कॉन्सोनेंट ग. तदनन्तरं किं भवति? विसर्गस्य लोपः. सिंहाः गर्जन्ति इति. So the only thing there you have to be careful about is what I said, that you cannot have any sort of a atra pashyantu. So visarga lopat anantaram kimapi anyat sandhikaryam na bhavitum arhati. Arjunah uvacha. Tatra Arjuna uvacha. Yadi, if it was without the visarga, if it was just Arjuna uvacha iti padadvayam asit chet, तत्र किं भवति? अकारः उकारः, अकारः उकारः मेलनेन किं भवति? ओकारः. परन्तु अत्र न भवितुम् अर्हति. गुणसन्धिः न भवितुम् अर्हति, न करणीयं. तत्र अशुद्धं भवति. It will go against Panini's sutras. It's not allowed. It is ashuddham. Avagatam va? Once there is lopaha, that is full stop. No more sandhikaryam. You don't have to worry. Do I have to go further or not? Okay, that's all. तादृशमेव देवः एव, देव एव. अकारः एकारः मेलन समये किं भवति? ऐकारः वृद्धिसन्धिः, परन्तु न भवितुम् अर्हति. किमर्थम् इत्युक्ते तत्र लोपः अभवत् इति. अवगतं खलु? Simple. One exception, only one exception. What is the exception? When you have saha and eshaha. Those pronouns are used in so many cases that for that reason there is an exception saying that as long as it is not followed by akaraha, we know if it is sakar, if it is saha ayam, we can make it soyam. Right? If it is saha followed by aham, we can make it soham. We can do that. Tatra tu utvam bhavati eva. Parantu अन्यत् किमपि आगच्छति चेत् कर्कश व्यञ्जनं नो चेत् अन्यस्वरः, चिन्ता नास्ति, तत्रापि लोपः भवति. So sa and saha and eshaha, only these two. If saha or eshaha is followed by anything except a hrasvakaraha, there it will always be a lopaha. So सः करोति, स करोति इति वक्तुं शक्नुमः. रामः आगच्छति, sorry, सः आगच्छति, स आगच्छति. Okay. Then you have saha. This is the reason for this was because they use saha and eshaha a lot in the shlokas and all of that. So for chandas purposes, I think they have decided that this is the thing that will come here. Okay, because a lot of the cases. So this is shishta prayogaha. This is how it came into place, and it is there in Panini's Vyakaranam also. Okay, so that is where that happens. Is there any? There is no. Here. Atra pashyantu. Udaharanani santi. Atra sa saha eva. It is followed not by hrasvakaraha. So lopaha. Sa eva. Eshaha harihi. Eshaha tadanantaram. It is not hrasvakaraha. Tasmat visargasya lopaha. Esha harihi. Eshaha ramate. अकारः नास्ति विसर्गस्य लोपः एष रमते स कविः कर्कषव्यञ्जनमपि चिन्ता नास्ति अत्र doesn't matter for सः and एषः as long as it is not followed by ह्रस्वाकारः विसर्गस्य लोपः only for these two. Okay, only for these two. स नरः एष याति. That's all it is. So these are the only three things pertaining to visargasya lopaha. These three slides are really useful. So this one, koshtake asti atra pashyantu. Akaraha tasmat anantaram tadanantaram visargaha tadanantaram akaram vihaya anye swaraha. A, I, U, R, R, L, A, I, O, Au. Now, there is one point of confusion here. The point of confusion lies in, so after akaraha, akarat param visargaha asti chet, tasmat tasmat param yadi asha. So ach, any swaras or any mridu vyanjanani. Okay, there the pratyahara is simple. It's ash. It is ach plus hash. So if you look at your arambha vachanani, if I can find it, Shamyata. If you look, let me share the screen again. If you look at these arambha vachanani, so akaraha, akarat param visargaha, tadanantaram akara, any of the swaras or nrudu vyanjanas. So the pratyahara is what? It starts with a and ends with sha. Hello. So ash. So visargat purvam akaraha, visargat param ash iti asti chet visargasya lopaha. Tadattu it's easy. Visargat purvam hrasva akaraha, visargat param anye swaraha. The problem is Maheshwara Sutrani does not include dirgha akaraha. So you cannot include that akaraha in the pratyahara. So you will only start with I and end with ch. So it is ich, but you cannot forget the dirgha akara. The dirgha akara also is there, but only because it is dirgha akara, it is kind of invisible. Does that make sense? Ich is the pratyahara for the so visargat purvam hrasvakaraha, visargat anantaram, visargasya anantaram ich madhye kimapi asti chet tatrapi lopaha. Parantu ich madhye akaraha api asti eva. Avagatam va? Shamyata. So does that make sense? Those are the two rules. There is one exception with saha and eshaha. Saha and eshaha. What is the rule with saha eshaha? When is visarga lopa for saha eshaha?
Except akaraha, everything is lopa.
Except akaraha, everything else is lopaha. Very simple. Correct? So we have now learned. What have we learned? Summarize. Who wants to summarize? Madhvi Mahodaya, what do you remember from the summary? If it is akaraha, visargaha, then after that what?
Akaraha, visargaha, followed by the
Hasvakaraha, what happens?
Hasvakarah visarga lopa.
Listen, akaraha, visargaha, hrasva akaraha. Then what happens? Uttvam.
Utvam.
Oh, you are asking for all the sandhi.
All of them, all of them.
Visarga
Yes, so
sandhi.
that we do a quick summary.
Oh,
So we
okay,
remember
okay,
it.
okay.
Bhagya Mahoday, if you remember the summary, can you tell what it is? For akaraha, visargaha, then followed by all the different types, 4 different types. What is it?
For Lopa Mahoday.
For any of them.
All the visarga sandhi. Yeah, that's
All
where
the
I got
visarga sandhi.
confused.
Oh, okay. Visargat purvam. Prasvakaraha. Visargat param. Right?
Yes, yes.
Krasva akaraha swaraha. Krasva akaraha mrudu venjanaha asti chet utvam bhavati. Right?
Correct.
And then visargat purvam dirgha akaraha asti chet. Right? Asti chet. Karkasha venjanaha atava akarasya vina, how do you say other swaras?
Anye swaraha.
Anye
Akaram
Anye
vihaya.
swaraha. Anye swaraha. Anye swaraha asti chet visargasya lopaha bhavati.
Lopaha. Samyak.
Bhavati. Then I didn't say each. I just said anya.
Chinta nasti. I just put it so that we have the summary.
Okay.
Then we have Mridu Vyanjanani, what happens?
Mrudu Vyanjana, Mrudu Vyanjana, there Mahoday saha yeshaha asti chet lopaha bhavati. Visargasya lopaha bhavati.
What is akaraha followed by visarga followed by Mridu Vyanjanam? What happens there?
Utvam.
Utvam. Okay. So Utvam. Then if we have akara, the last one, I'm just writing it for our thing. Akaraha followed by what is the left? Karkasha. What did you say?
Karkasha Venjana. Asti chet. Visargasya lopaha bhavati.
Lopaha na bhavati. Karkasha Vyanjanam asti chet kim bhavati?
Sibilant.
Sibilant.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sattvam.
Samyak. Sattvam. Okay. So we've done.
Sorry, Mother.
This is the sorry, Mastu. Bahu samyak ritya kritavati. So tatra, the only thing we've left to do is this sattvam. We'll do that next class. Then we did also akaraha. So akaraha followed by anything, right? Except for karkasha.
Anything but akara, right?
Right.
No,
anything by anything except karkasha vyanjanam. Adi, you need to go.
Oh, okay.
I don't. That's okay. You don't read too. Ash, then it is. What happens here? Lopaha.
Lopaha bhavati.
Akaraha followed by karkasha vyanjanam is sattvam again.
Right.
Sattvam. Okay. The only exception over here we learned was the sakaraha. Sakaraha or eshaha.
Saha eshaha.
Sakaraha nasti. Saha no chet eshaha. Kshamyatam.
Saha eshaha.
Saha eshaha followed by akara. Then it is utvam. But saka anything else. Anyat kimapi.
Lopaha.
Yes. Kimapi, then it is lopaha. Does that make sense? Is there any point of confusion here? No? Okay. So we will have we have to deal with also, we've dealt with Purva Varnaha, we've dealt with Akaraha, we've dealt with Akaraha, we've dealt with Saha Eshaha. Okay. So what is left as a Purva Varnaha? Remember Purva, Visargat Purvam. What is the only thing that is allowed? Are Vyanjanas allowed?
Swaras are allowed.
Only Swaras are allowed. So we've dealt with Rasva and Dirgha Akaraha and Akaraha. So the only thing that is left is Anye Swaraha. Khalu?
Yes.
Control B. So I don't know what is happening. Shamyatam. There we go. Anye Swaraha. If it's Anye Swaraha, then we have Anya Swara. Let's write Anya Swaraha. Anya Swaraha. Followed by Visargaha, followed by, we'll deal with that later. Okay. Then we will have a Repha and things like that there. Repha and Sattvam and all that we will deal with.
Sattvam.
Okay. So we'll come to that at the end. So the only thing that is left right now is this Sattvam and Rutvam, the Repha. Okay. We'll come to that. But when you're reading, you'll be able to read and tell me what is happening. Yes. If it is already there. Hello. So,
Okay, Mahodaya, can you just explain me this Utvam and Sattvam?
Utvam means what happens if we have, what is an example of it? If we have Arjunaha Asti. Arjunaha Asti. Iti Asti Chet Tatra.
Okay.
Yadi Samhitaha Asti. Iti Samipe. Yadi we say it fast. Then it will become Arjuna plus Akaraha plus Visargaha plus Akaraha plus T. Can you see the breakup?
Yes.
Now what happens here? Because it is Rasva Akaraha followed by Visarga followed by Rasva Akaraha, it becomes Arjuna. Okay, Arjun plus this Akara plus Ukara will become Ukaraha. Utvam.
Okay.
It will become Utvam. And the rest will stay. Akaraha plus Sti.
Okay. Okay. A plus Visarga becomes U.
A plus Visarga will become Ukara.
Okay.
Okay. Then we know the next one. Next, because of Guna Sandhi. What did I do? Sorry. The Visarga will become Akara. Ukara. The Akara is still there. That's where I made a mistake. The Visarga becomes an U. In place of the Visarga, it is not Ekadeshaha. It is only Adeshaha. It is not replacing the Akara. Okay?
Okay.
Now what happens with Akara plus Ukara? What is the Sandhi?
Ukar.
Guna Sandhi.
Guna
Guna
Sandhi.
Sandhi.
Guna Sandhi bhavati khalu? That is what Ekadeshaha or Adeshaha? Ekadeshaha. Dvayamapi gacchati. Dvayamapi gacchati. Kevalam Okaraha tishtati. Correct?
Okay.
Does that make sense, Mahodaya?
Yes. Okay.
Now we have this. So Okaraha has now happily come, but we still have this two swaras. So what happens over there? Purva Rupa Sandhi. Plus, now we have Vikalpena, we can write Okaraha with an Avagraha Chihnam or without. Hello. That's it. So this can be written as Arjunosti. Arjunosti. It's still pronounced Arjunosti or just Arjunosti. Written just as Arjun. The pronunciation is the same. Just the writing, you can write it with two different forms. Vijayasundara Mahodaya, does it make sense?
Yeah.
The only difference between this and say Arjunaha Gacchati, because in Gacchati what happens? It's not Akaraha Khalu. So over here, if we had Arjunaha Gacchati, or if we say Yati, then it will become Ya plus Ati. Ya plus Ti. Okay. Ya plus Ti. This is still the same. The Visarga is replaced with Ukaraha because it is before there is a Rasva Akaraha. This one, the Akara plus Ukara Guna Sandhi will become Okaraha. But after the Okaraha, now we have Ya. So there is no chance for Purva Rupa Sandhi happening. Okay? So it will be Arjuno Yati, and that's the only option there. Okay? So the only option, if it is followed by Rasva Akaraha, you can have Purva Rupa Sandhi. If it is followed by Mridu Vyanjanam, there is no Purva Rupa Sandhi happening. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So this ladder structure, if you remember, no, life becomes a lot easier.
Okay.
Okay. I'll put there's a table in that book. In that book that is there that they gave for homework, that Medha Michika's book.
Yes, yes.
At the beginning of that book, there is a really nice table which gives you everything, all the sandhis, including the swara sandhis. Okay. So you can look at that. It's got a table of where the visarga, what happens, etc. It's very nice. That's where this one I pulled out of. It will come very easy.
Mahodaya, sorry, which book is that?
It is there in one of the previous exercises. I'll put it back. I'll send the message in the Signal group with the website.
Dhanyawad. Sorry.
That is Arsha Vidya Gurukulam book, right, Mahodaya?
Yes, that one only. Arsha Vidya Gurukulam. Tadeva. Okay. So now that we've understood our Visargasya Lopaha, any questions? No questions. Let's quickly do one exercise just to make sure we remember all the niyamas. We'll go through one by one. Kshamyatam, eka nimisham. 1 minute. I just. Kshamyatam. Mama Kishudvayam. My sister is not playing with me. Ham kim karomi. Okay, so we'll go through one by one. Namaste, Kanchan Mahoday, Kshamyatam.
Namaste, Mahoday.
Arambam kurmah. Madhvi Mahoday bhavati arambam karotu. Tatra sandhim karaniyam. Sandhi karaniyam. Karaniyaha.
Punaha akaram visargah purvam. Visargat purvam.
Samyak.
Akarah bhavati. Visargat param. Mrudu vyanjanani.
Samyak.
That becomes guna guneshu.
Samyak. Guna guneshu. Bahu samyak. Agre. Bhagya Mahoday bhavati karotu.
Devaha dasate visargasya visargat purvam akaraha asti visargat param dakaraha asti Mahoday. So it will be deva dasate.
Visargasya lopaha. Bahu samyak. Agre. Vijayasundar Mahoday, bhavan karotu.
Mahodaya. Purushaha dharmasya. Visarga purva asti. Visarga paraha
Dhakaraha asti.
dhakarah asti. It will be Purushaha dharmasya.
Purusha dharmasya. Visargasya lopaha bhavati.
Oh, okay. Purusha dharmasya.
Purusha dharmasya. Bahu samyak. Agre. Rajshri Mahoday bhavati karoti va?
Eshaha jnanam ichati. So once it is Eshaha comes, then there will be lopa.
Samyak.
So Esha jnanam ichati.
Samyak. Yadi Eshaha asti iti bhavati chet tatra katham bhavati?
Even then it will be no, except Eshaha asti means no, it will still
Eshosti.
Eshosti iti bhavati. Tatra utvam. Utvam bhavati.
Okay.
Because as long as, but hrasvakaraha, you have to do utvam. Anything other than hrasvakaraha, then it is lopaha.
Drop. Okay.
Avagatam khalu? Uttama. Agre. Agre Madhvi Mahoday va? Kanchan Mahoday. Vadatu. Kshamyatam Mahoday.
Mahoday, aham dvaya kaksha na agatavati. पण अहं प्रयत्नं करोमि.
चिन्ता नास्ति, वदतु.
देवाः ऋषयः पूर्ववर्णम् आकार अस्ति परवर्णः मृदुव्यञ्जनानि न ऋकार स्वराः अस्ति तत्र अपि लोपः भवति देवा ऋषयः
सम्यक् तत्र देवाः आसन् इति अस्ति चेत् देवाः आसन्
देवाः आसन् तत्र पूर्ववर्ण आकारः परवर्ण अपि आकारः तत्र विसर्गस्य लोप
सम्यक्
भवति
लोपः एव भवति किमर्थम् इत्युक्ते तत्र ह्रस्वाकारः नास्ति दीर्घाकारः अस्ति तस्मात् लोपः एव बहु सम्यक् ओके पुनः आरम्भं माधवी महोदय
यः एतः विसर्गपूर्वात् अकारः
विसर्गात् पूर्वे
विसर्गात् पूर्वम् अकारः विसर्गात् परं स्वराः अन्यस्वरः सो आ प्लस ए सो विसर्गलोपः
सम्यक्
य एतः
सम्यक् य एतः यदि यः अस्ति इति अस्ति चेत्
स्टिल य अस्ति
य अस्ति वा अकारः विसर्गः अकारः किं भवति ह्रस्वाकारः
उत्वम्
योस्ति इति भवति
योस्ति
उत्तमम् अग्रे भाग्या महोदय
सः वदति विसर्गस्य पूर्वः सकारः अस्ति सः विसर्गलोपः भवति उत्वमपि भवति सो वदति
उत्वं भवति वा
न महोदय सा वदति
अपवादः अस्ति सा वदति अपवादः अस्ति यदि सः अस्ति इति भवति चेत्
सोऽस्ति
सम्यक् सोऽस्ति उत्तमम् अग्रे विजयसुन्दर महोदय राजश्री महोदय भवती कृतवती खलु विजयसुन्दर महोदय
महोदय एकः प्रश्नः अस्ति सः अस्ति सोऽस्ति अस्ति अवग्रहचिह्नं come there
yes विकल्पेन लेखितुं शक्नुमः सः अस्ति सो अस्ति तदनन्तरं पूर्वरूपसन्धिः सोऽस्ति तत्र विकल्पेन अवग्रहचिह्नं लेखितुं शक्नुमः वा न वा इति चिन्ता नास्ति परन्तु उच्चारणस्य कृते केवलं सोऽस्ति एव सोऽस्ति एव महोदय करोतु
like what you said saha asti be saha anusarati become sonu sarati
बहु सम्यक् सोनु सरति किमर्थम् इत्युक्ते विसर्गात् परं
सः अस्ति sorry विसर्ग पर आवर्ग आकारः
ह्रस्व आकारः
So Mahodaya, Saha Anusarati means he follows, right? Samyak. He follows, he imitates.
Samyak.
So can we just use Sonusarati in sentences?
So Lakshmanah asti. Ramam Sonusarati. Vanam gantum Ramam Sonusarati. Iti vaktum shaknamah. Because in Sanskrit it doesn't matter the order, no? So karma padam can come before, chinta nasti.
Right.
Tadeva. Agre, Rajshri Mahodaya karotu.
Dhanyawad.
Samyak.
Arhaha vayam purva visargat purvam akaraha visargat param mriduvyanjanam visarga lopaha bhavati arha vayam.
Samyak. Arha vayam. Uttamam.
Araha.
Huh?
What is the meaning of araha?
Arhati iti asti.
Oh, okay.
Tadrishameva, that is the ta pratyaya. It is arhaha. Aham arhaha. So पूजायाः कृते तत्र दिलीपस्य इति न तत्र एकः भवति तत्र यदा युधिष्ठिरः यागं करोति तत्र सः पृच्छति यागस्य कृते कः अर्हः इति पृच्छति तदा भीष्मः वदति इति कृष्णः एव अर्हः पूजायाः कृते इति वदति.
So arhaha vayam is like we are all eligible.
Yes.
We are all okay.
So परीक्षायाः कृते वयं सर्वे अर्हाः. So अर्हा वयम् इति वक्तुं शक्नुमः.
अस्तु महोदय, धन्यवादः.
कञ्चन महोदय अन्तिमम्.
आं महोदय, विसर्गात् पूर्व आकारः अस्ति, विसर्गात् परं स्वरः अस्ति, तत्र विसर्गस्य लोपः भवति, पुरुषा एव.
सम्यक्, पुरुषा एव, उत्तमं, तदेव. इदानीं सन्धिविच्छेदं करणीयम्. अत्र तु बहु सुलभः. अत्र तु वयं जानीमः सन्धिकार्यं यत् अभवत् तत्तु सम्यक् एव इति जानीमः. टङ्कनदोषः भवति चेत् क्षम्यतां, परन्तु जानीमः अस्ति एव. इदानीं केवलं करणीयमेव, किम् आसीत् इति चिन्तनीयं. माधवी महोदय आरम्भं करोतु.
एष उदयः, एषः उदयः.
सम्यक्.
Because विसर्गात् परं उकारः अस्ति चेत् विसर्गलोपः भवति. सम्यक्.
तत्र अकारं विहाय किमपि अन्यत् अस्ति चेत् तत्र विसर्गस्य लोपः भवति. एषः अपवादमस्ति खलु. भाग्या महोदय.
महोदय, एषा उदयः, इट् केनाट् बि एषोदयः.
तत्र चिन्तयतु, लोपस्य अनन्तरम् अन्यकार्यं न कर्तुं शक्नुमः.
I know, Mahoday, but saha leshaha exception you said.
That is exception is that it is not going to be like what do you say? It is not an except. It is an exception in that if it is akara followed by what did we say? Mridu vyanjanam. It is akaraha, then visargaha, then followed by mridu vyanjanam. It should have been a utvam khalu.
Correct.
But it's not going to be an utvam. That is the exception.
Oh, okay. That is that.
The exception is there. Not in that after lopakaryam there will be any other karyam. Never. After lopakaryam there will be no other sandhi karyam. Always. There is no exception to that rule. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Good question. Good question. Yes. Very good question.
Okay. Bhakta namanti, bhaktaha namanti. Visargasya purvam akaraha. Visargasya, I'm sorry, visargat purvam, visargat param mriduvenjanaha asti. Akara mriduvenjana. So it will be bhakta namanti.
Exactly. Shamyatam, ekanimsham, mama putraha he's being nonsensical. Ekanimsham.
It's so cute.
He's very cute.
I forgot those days.
Shamyatam. He needs attention.
He's very cute,
constantly. Constant attention.
He's very cute. He's very cute. We are missing our olden days. Our kids have grown up.
I just at this time I don't find it very cute.
Do they have schools these days?
Sorry?
Do they have schools these days?
Schools? Yeah, schools. A face-to-face school. Yeah, it's there. But it's Saturday, khalu atra.
Okay.
There's no school on Saturday. So you all get to be visited by him. Great. Vijay Sundara Mahoday Bhavaneva. Vijayasundar Mahoday?
Yeah, sorry, I missed.
Ah.
Sa yuktah, it
Ah.
becomes Saha yuktah.
Uttamam. Tatra apavadah.
Yes.
Saha visargat param अन्यस्वराः सन्ति चेत् अपवादः उत्तमं राजश्री महोदय
नृप वदति नृपः वदति
तत्र
विसर्गात् पूर्वम् अकारः विसर्गात् परम् अकारं विहाय अन्य मृदुव्यञ्जनम् अस्ति
तत्र सम्यक् वा अकारः विसर्गः तदनन्तरं मृदुव्यञ्जनम् अस्ति चेत् किं भूतव्यम्
the visarga was there and it dropped.
Correct? Is it correct? It's akaraha, visargaha, mriduvyanjanam. What happens if mriduvyanjanam is followed?
Oh, it should have become vokar, utvam would have happened.
It should have become ripo vadati. So there's a kankana dosha.
Correct.
It should have been ripa, kshamitam, ripa, Ripa vadanti. Only then it's correct.
Ripaha vadanti. Yeah.
Should have been ripa vadanti. Shamyatam. They must have caught it but not fixed it. Shamyatam?
Nrupa vadanti. Akaraha. Nrupa.
Ripa vadanti. Now it is okay because it is akaraha followed by anything except a karkasha vyanjanam. So there is lopaha.
Except
But if it was akaraha followed by visarga followed by mridu vyanjanam, it should have become ripo vadati.
Correct.
So there was a kankana dosha.
Yes.
So we make mistakes, so you have to be careful here.
So Maurya, it will be nirupaha vadanti.
This will be nripaha vadanti.
Nirupaha vadanti.
If it had been ripaha vadati, it should have become ripo vadati.
Right.
It would have been utvam then. Okay. Vadatu Mahodi?
Mहोदय विसर्ग अत्र देवाः गच्छन्ति भवति विसर्गस्य पूर्वः आकारः अस्ति विसर्गस्य परः मृदुव्यञ्जनानि अस्ति चेत् विसर्गः स्थापितुम् आवश्यकम्
विसर्गस्य स्थापनीयं विसर्गं स्थापनीयम् उत्तमं तत्र विसर्गः स्थापनीयः यू डोंट नो दैट एनीवे देवाः गच्छन्ति तत्र भवती उक्तवती विसर्गस्य पूर्वं तत्र विसर्गात् पूर्वम् इति वक्तव्यम्
अस्तु महोदय विसर्गात् पूर्वं
पूर्वः परः नो चेत् पूर्वं परम् इति उपयोगं कर्तुं उपयोगं समये तत्र पञ्चमी विभक्ति उपयोगं करणीयम् माधवी महोदय भवति
अव्यय ईश्वरः अव्ययः ईश्वरः
सम्यक्
अव्यय ईश्वरः अव्यय किमर्थं महोदय अव्यय ईश्वर
अव्ययः इत्युक्ते अव्ययम् इत्युक्ते किम् यस्य रूपं
the perishable non-perishable
doesn't change so the same way ईश्वरः अपि अव्ययः एव इति इदानीं वदतु यदि ईश्वरः अव्ययः इति भवति चेत् कथं भवति तत्र
ईश्वरः अव्ययः ईश्वरः व्ययं
न तत्र सन्धिकार्यं करोतु
ओके सॉरी उत्तमं भवति
ईश्वरो व्ययः तदेव so we just want to make sure you're solid on it that's all
that's a good one
भाग्या महोदय भवती करोतु
एषा आगच्छति एषः आगच्छति
बहु सम्यक् एषः आगच्छति एषः अस्ति इति तत्र भवति चेत्
एषः अस्ति एषोऽस्ति
एषोऽस्ति सम्यक् विजयचन्द्र महोदय भवान्
अन्तः इति
सम्यक् अन्तः इति। इदानीम् अन्तेति इति वक्तुं शक्नुमः वा?
अन्ते इति
न, लोपस्य अनन्तरम् अन्यत् किमपि सन्धिकार्यं न कर्तुं शक्नुमः खलु? राजश्री महोदय भवती वदतु।
सह तया न yeah it is सह तया
सम्यक् you're being careful now बहु सम्यक् सह तया किमर्थम् इत्युक्ते अपवादः अस्ति खलु तत्र अपवादः उत्तमं कञ्चन महोदय भवती करोतु
सह सर्वेषु
बहु सम्यक् सह सर्वेषु उत्तमम् ओके इदानीं वयं तत् लेट्स् डू दट् okay there is this nakaranta shabdaha I'm not very keen on spending a lot of time on it but I wanted to just show you that it is here so that you can look at it atra tu ekam udaharanam asti sa cha sarvagunopetah kausalyanandavardhanah samudra iva gambhirye dhairyena himavaniva okay so let's go and see where all sandhi karyams have happened atra ekam नीत्वा पश्यामः माधवी महोदय भवती प्रथम वर्णद्वयं तत्र पश्यतु किम् अभवत्
सः विसर्गलोपः अस्ति
सम्यक् सः
सर्वगुणोपेतः सर्वगुण अपेतः
ओ इति कथं भवति
उपेतः
उपेतः सर्वगुण उपेतः तत्र इदानीं भाग्या महोदय भवती वदतु सर्वगुणोपेतः तत्र सन्धिकार्यं नित्यं वा नास्ति वा विकल्पेन
अनित्यम् अनित्यं
चिन्तयतु अनित्यमपि सम्यक् परन्तु चिन्तयतु सर्वगुण उपेतः सर्वगुण उपेतः तत्र विभक्तियुक्तपदं
नित्यं महोदय
नित्यं I won't let this go I'll keep asking you guys this
no because I was thinking we are doing like visarga sandhi sarvagunaha upet that's what I was thinking no
it's not
you cannot separate that you cannot separate it it's always sarvaguna
samyak you guys will all pass your kovida shiksha or kovida with ease sarva guna upetah guna is vibhakti yukta padam nasti pratipadikam asti tasmat you have to say the whole thing together you cannot break it up so sarva gunopetah uttamam agrimam vadatu 1 2 3 4 5 you can tell mahoday bhagya mahoday you can tell me the next one
Kausalyanandavardhanah I thought is whole word Mahoday can we Kausalyananda can we Kausalyananda can we do it there
Nanda Nandana Ananda
Anandavardhanah Kausalya
कौसल्या तत्र नित्यं वा विकल्पेन भवति वा
नित्यं
किमर्थम् इत्युक्ते तत्र कौसल्यायाः आनन्दवर्धनः कः अस्ति कौसल्यायाः आनन्दवर्धनः रामः सम्यक् कौसल्या आनन्दवर्धनः कौसल्यानन्दवर्धनः तत्र आनन्दवर्धनः तत्र सन्धिकार्यम् अभवत् वा
न महोदय
न केवलं मिलित्वा लिखितवन्तः तत्र विजयसुन्दर महोदय अग्रिम पदद्वयं पश्यतु कृपया
समुद्रः इव
विसर्गस्य लोपः अभवत् तत्र बहु सम्यक् समुद्रः इव उत्तमं तत्रापि समुद्रेव इति वक्तुं शक्नुमः वा अकार इकारः मिलित्वा एकारः भवति खलु तत्र गुणसन्धि कर्तुं शक्नुमः वा लोपस्य अनन्तरं न कर्तुं शक्यते बहु सम्यक् तत्र लोपस्य अनन्तरं किमपि अन्यत् सन्धिकार्यं न कर्तुं शक्नुमः सो समुद्रः इव उत्तमं Rajashri Modi bhavati agrimam karotu, agrimavakya padadvayam.
Gambhirye dhairyena.
Ah.
No sandhi.
No sandhi.
No sandhi.
No sandhi. No sandhi.
Sandhi nasti.
Sandhi nasti.
Shamyatam. We will do you and Kanchan Mahodaya will do the translation later. Kanchan Mahodaya, last word.
Gambhirye dhairyena. Yeah, sandhi nasti tatra.
Sandhi nasti. Samyak eva. Kanchan Mahodaya, last word.
Himva. Niv.
There are two words there.
There are.
There are two words there. What are the two words?
Himva Havina.
Himavan.
Himavan iva.
Himavan Iva.
Himavan iva. Who can tell me what the Pratipadikam is for Himavan?
Bhavat.
Himavat.
Himavat.
Rajashri Mahodaya, now tell me the declination for Himavat. Decline it for me.
Himavan, himavantau, himavantaha. He himavan, he himavantau, he himavantaha. Himavantam, himavantau, himavantaha. Himavata, himavatta,
Yam.
Himavadhyam.
himavadbihi,
Ah.
himavadbihi.
Ah.
Himavate, himavadhyam, himavadhyah.
Ah.
Himavataha, himavatoho, himavatam.
Himavadhyam. Panchami.
Oh, acha, I missed Panchami. Himavataha, himavadhyam, himavadhyah. Himavataha, himavatoho, himavatam. Himavati, himavatoho, himavatsu.
Bahu samyak. Bahu samyak. Uttamam. So himavati tatra hrasva ikarah spashtam ucharanam avashakam. Bahu samyak. Bahu samyak. So idanim, let's look at the meaning of this word, okay? Of these words. Sahacha sarvaguna upetaha. Sarvagunopetaha. Kausalyananda vardhanaha. Samudraha iva gambhirye dhairyena himavan iva. So first sentence we know. First sentence, what does it mean? Kausalyavardhanaha asti saha. Sarvagunopetaha api asti. Is it my internet that is causing problems? I will just go to Shamita. I will just move to hotspot once again, Shamita. I think my internet is not doing very well. Shamita. Okay, why is it not coming? It's there. Shruyate va? Namaste. Shruyate va? Shruyate va? Dhanyawad. Shamita, I had to move to hotspot. My internet was doing funny things. Namaste, Haraprasad Mahodaya. Katamasti? Kim abhavat? Bhavan, you were busy?
Yeah,
Chinta nasti.
I had to go somewhere. Yeah.
Chinta nasti. Very nice to see you. So
Thank you.
Let's do this meaning of this. We just finished Visargasya Lopaha Mahodaya. So if you watch the video, it will be there when the Visarga Lopa happens. Quick summary, Rajashri Mahodaya, can you tell him when Visargasya Lopaha bhavati? Kada kada bhavati iti?
When akaraha, when before the visarga there is akaraha, followed by akaraha, dirgha akaraha and other swaras, plus then it is a visarga lopaha. Then
what is the other situation?
Other situation is before the visarga when there is akaraha. And it is followed by all swaras except akaraha. No, when it is followed by all swaras.
When it is followed by any swara or mridu vyanjana.
Yeah, swara or vyanjana, then there is a lopaha.
That's correct.
But it includes akara also, right?
It includes akaraha here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Akaraha, visargaha, any swara or mridu vyanjana.
Any vyanjana, there is a lopaha.
Yeah. Ash. There, ash is the pratyahara.
Okay.
For
Mahodaya, so you're saying if the Purva Padam ends with a akara, the haswa a, and paraswara begins with a haswa a,
not
visarga
rasva.
is
No.
Rasva akaraha, then it is utvam. Dirgha akaraha or any other swara.
or any other swara. So can I say arch?
Yeah.
You will say ich.
Instead of each, he said arch.
You have to say ich. Yes. You'll say ich.
Arch is correct.
The problem is is not included in the Maheshwara Sutrani. So
yeah, but is an avarna. It is 18. It has got 18. What 18?
You are correct. But the pratyaharas are only the ones that are there in the Maheshwara Sutranis. So so we don't use we say ich, but we know that is also included there.
So it is /ich.
Plus ich, correct. Yes,
Yeah,
plus
okay.
ich. Yes.
Okay.
That is where,
And
and
the
there is one
second condition-
apavadam. There is one apavadam. Bhagya Mahoday, you want to tell what the apavadam is?
Sakara plus
Saha.
saha atava eshaha asti chet visarga lopaha bhavati gunasandhi api bhavati. I mean utvam api bhavati.
So saha or eshaha, if it is followed by rasva akaraha, then we have utvam. If saha or eshaha is followed by any other varna, it doesn't matter whether it is mridu vyanjanam or karkasha vyanjanam or any other swara, then visargasya lopaha bhavati. Samyak.
Okay.
Okay. So if there are udaharanani, you can look in the slide.
Mahodaya, so can I say saha /eshaha when ill. When ill happens, visarga elided.
Yes, you can say that.
Okay.
Yes, you can say that.
Okay, got it.
All the other varnas except for akaraha. Samyak. Very good. So let's go back to this udaharanam. Sa cha sarvagunopetaha kausalyananda vardhanaha. So tatra Ramaha asti. Ramasya visheshanani santi tatra. Saha kaha Ramaha. Saha kidrishaha Ramaha. Sarvagunopetaha Ramaha. Sarvagunopetaha ityukte kim?
So all good qualities.
He's dressed up with all the good qualities. Iti. Sarvagunopetaha kausalyananda vardhanaha. Ityukte kim?
Is the one who increases Kausalya's happiness.
Very good. He is the one who increases Kausalya's happiness. Samudraha iva gambhirye. Ityukte?
Deep as the ocean.
His qualities are as deep or as vast as the ocean. Gambhirye. As depth, the depth and the amount over there. Gambhirye. Dhairyena himavan iva.
As steady as Himalaya.
As steady as the Himalayas. Tadeva. Dhairyena himavan iva. Tadeva asti. Tatra. Okay. It's there in the homework. All you have to do over there is do Sandhi Vichedam. And explain which sandhi.
If we want to do akanksha kramena anvayaha, then you keep on using the idea himavan is going to be the visheshana for dhairyena, right?
No. Idanim tatra dhairyena tatra saha. So first line is simple. Asti iti adhyahritam asti. Asti. Kaha asti? Saha asti. Kidrishaha saha. Sarvagunopetaha saha. Punah kidrishaha saha. Kausalyananda vardhanaha saha. Tadanantaram. Again you have asti, saha samudraha iva gambhirye samudraha iva asti saha. Gambhirye kaha vishaye iti. Kasmin vishaye samudraha iva asti Ramaha. Gambhirye. Now, how will you ask that in Akanksha Kramena? It is a different sentence altogether. Gambhirye samudraha iva saha sadrishaha asti iti. Tatra.
So we have to use Kidrishaha?
Good question. How will you do this Akanksha Kramena? Samudraha iva gambhirye. Gambhirye saha samudraha iva asti. So
Can
there
we do Kimartam Gambhirye Asti like that?
No. There also the kaha iva asti. Saha kaha iva it will be there because iva is an avyayam over there. We have not done Akanksha Kramena using this iva yet. So can you? I will bring this to the next class. I will find it out and I'll bring the we'll do the Akanksha Kramena Anvyaha next class together with this. Okay, we'll do it quickly. We'll try to do it quickly. I'll keep it ready and we'll do it. But I don't want to confuse you by saying something right now. So I'll go into it next class. Thank you. Can you just remind me, Mahode, in the signal group once? Because I'll forget otherwise because of the my dad is supposed to come, so there's a bunch of things happening, so I'll forget. So I'll do that. Uttama. So in this all you have to do over here is do Sandhi Vichedaha in the homework in this one. You do not have to do Anvayaha. Okay. So you just have to see where was the Visarga Lopa happening. Was there any other Swara Sandhi happening? We discussed all of that. So you can see it in the video, Mahadev. It's all there. So you can do the Sandhi Vichedam. After that, in this set of slides, there's this Nakaranta Shabdaha. They are very useful. They are very necessary, but it is just declination. You go into sanskritabhyas.in, it is all there. Okay. Nakaranta Shabdas, you will see that Karma Shabdaha being used a lot. Karma Shabdaha. So the way it is declined is, it is Napumsakalinga. Nakarantaha, Napumsakalingaha, Karman Shabdaha, Karma, Karmani, Karmani. He Karma, Nochet Karman, He Karmani, He Karmani. Karma, Karmani, Karmani. Karmana, Karmabhyam, Karmabhihi. Karmane, Karmabhyam, Karmabhyaha. Just like the Takaranta Shabdas. A, E, Aha, Aha, E. Okay. Exactly like the Takaranta Shabdas once you go into Tritiya. Okay. It's only this first few, this Prathama and Dvitiya Vibhakti that you have to be careful about. There are different versions. There is this Rajan Shabda, which we all know. Raja iti bhavati tatra. Raja, Rajanau, Rajanaha. He Rajan, He Rajanau, He Rajanaha. Rajanam, Rajanau, Ragnyaha. So that one you have to be careful because it becomes Ja plus Naha. Raja, Jakara plus Naha will become Ragnyaha. Okay. Ragnye, Ragnyaha, Ragnyaha. So this Rajan Shabdaha, there is a lot of the mistakes happen when they don't use the Gnyaha over there. So be careful there. Okay. Atmanaha is also a Nakaranta Shabdaha. This one is very simple. The only thing you have to remember is in Prathama Vibhakti, it becomes Dirgha at the end. Atma. We all know that. Atma. After that, everything is same. Atmanau, Atmanaha. Then He Atman, He Atmanau, He Atmanaha. Atmanam, Atmanau, Atmanaha. So you have to, the confusion will happen. When is that Atma happening versus when is the, let me see. When is the, so Raja and Atma, they both have the Dirgha. But if you see the Swamin Shabdaha, Gunin Shabdaha, Swami Shabdaha, it is not Dirgha anymore. The Swamin it becomes. So you have to just be careful when you do these. So I don't want to take the time to go into this. I want to do our translation exercises. I would like it if you guys can please go through these on your own. And we'll bring it in the homework. Is that acceptable? Rather than spend time in class doing this? So the varieties are here. There's Rajan, Atman, Swamin, Gunin, Karman, Naman, and Seeman. Seeman is just like Rajan. Different varieties. You will see the pattern is very easy to follow. Okay. Once you know one of them, the others will come off very easily. So We'll pull it in the homework, and you practice with the nakaranta shabdas. That karma shabdas comes a lot. So keep it in mind when you're doing it. Okay. There is a exercise also over here. We'll do that next class. You look at the shabdas and come. We'll do just this exercise next class. Okay. So this we'll do next class. You prepare with, just look through these shabdas and come. Okay. Let's do our translation exercises. I want to do these. So there was a mistake in the typing. So let's go through this one at a time. Can we go a little bit extra? We might go a little bit 10 minutes extra today in class. Is that okay?
Okay,
Yeah.
Madhya.
Okay. We'll start again from the beginning. Madhvi Mahoday, Arambham Karotu, Prathama Vakyam.
Mahoday, can you please zoom in?
Oh, sorry. Yes. Is that okay?
Yeah. I'm sorry. Ekasmin grame chato nama gramino nivasat.
Samyak. Where was the Sandhi Karyam? This one was wrong, by the way. This was avasat. Nyavasat it should have been. Nyavasat. Why? Vasati. What is the lang lakara form of vasati?
Lang lakar.
What is lang lakara form of vasati?
Avasat.
Avasat. So it should have been ni plus avasat. Right? There it should have been nyavasat. E plus a will become yakara. You don't know it is yan sandhi. Don't worry about it. But I had made a mistake in the typing. Shamita. Okay.
So that is one sandhi.
that is a sandhi there that you don't know. Yan sandhi. Okay. We'll do that later. Tell me this one. Where is the sandhi there?
Grame gramaha ucchato grame chato. That is gunasandhi, Mahoday.
Grame. What is it? Think about it. Ekasmin grame chuto nama gramino nyavasa.
Ekasmin grame.
Grame. Then?
Achyuto.
Samyak. Achyuto. Ityukte tatra kimartham achyuto.
Oh, achyuta namaha. Somebody. Oh, okay.
Grame achyuto. Tatra sandhi dvayam abhavat. So grame achyuta. What was the sandhi that happened here?
That is a guna sandhi.
Careful.
Grame plus a. Gramo.
It has become Purva Rupa Sandhi.
Wow, Purva Rupa Sandhi.
Purva Rupa Sandhi. Then why did the Visargaha become an Okaraha there? What is it followed by?
Oh, na. Followed by na.
Which is a? What Vyanjanam?
It's a Mridu Vyanjanam.
If it is a Mridu Vyanjanam, then you will have Uttvam. Avagatam khalu?
So sandhis there.
Yes, there are multiple sandhis there. Okay, where else is there sandhi in that statement? One more sandhi is there. What happened here?
Gramino.
What would it have been? Can you think?
Graminaha.
Graminaha. Because it is followed by
Graminaha followed by Nivas.
Nakaraha. What is the one letter that follows that Visargaha? Nakaraha. Which is the Mridu Vyanjanam.
Okay, that's why it became Gramino.
That's right, it became Uttvam Abhavat. Avagatam khalu?
Mahoday.
Good. Okay. Bhagya Mahoday Agrimam.
Mahoday, in Ekasmin, is there any sandhi there? Ekasmin?
No, that good question, because we did that Ayam Shabdaha. Ayam will become Asmin. Yes. But this is just Eka Shabdaha. Eka Shabdasya, because Eka Shabdaha is also Sarvanama Shabdaha. So in Saptami Vibhakti it is Ekasmin.
Oh, okay, got it.
Bhagya Mahoday Agrimam Karotu.
So Tiva Santoshena. Saha Ativa.
Saha. Tatra we just saw. What is this sandhi?
Lopasandhi, Mahoday. Visarga Lopasandhi.
अतीव अतीव तत्र we did ओकारः अभवत् खलु
फस्ट्
सः
अतीव सो मृदुव्यञ्जन अकारः अस्ति अकारः प्लस् मृदुव्यञ्जन अस्ति चेत् उत्तमं भवति
उत्तमम् अभवत् उत्तमं भूत्वा गुणं भूत्वा तदनन्तरं पूर्वरूप सन्ति अनन्तरम् अग्रे वदतु महोदय
सन्तोषेण तस्य पुत्र्याः विवाहः अकरोत्
तत्रापि उत्तममेव
उत्तमम् एण्ड गुणसन्धि पूर्वरूपसन्धि
सम्यक् उत्तमं सम्यक् उत्तमं what did it mean what does this sentence mean
he is happily married his daughter's wedding he
happily performed his daughter's wedding he happily performed his daughter's wedding iti asti tatra so in one gramah there was this man called graminah this graminah ityukte farmer called achyutah he lived there so very happily he performed his daughter's wedding ceremony agre kah हरप्रसाद महोदय भवान् करोति वा हरप्रसाद महोदय वदतु
परन्तु
महोदय सन्तोषेण is it happily or satisfactorily
both
okay
सन्तोषेण इत्युक्ते with his full satisfaction with happiness whatever with joy तुष्यति इति अस्ति खलु तुष् धातु is to be is joy sort of thing तदेव
okay धन्यवादः
चिन्ता नास्ति महोदय वदतु नो सर
परन्तु पुत्र्या विना गृहे एकान्त सो अनुभूतवान्
so what has happened here
okay the last one is a sandhi so anubhutavan is a purva rupa sandhi plus guna sandhi
what is the original words
original word
the two original padams what are there so anubhutavan
so no saha anubhutavan
सः अनुभूतवान् उत्तमं सः अनुभूतवान् तत्र सो अनुभूतवान् सोऽनुभूतवान् इति भवति उत्तमं गुणं तदनन्तरं पूर्वरूपं what does it mean महोदय
but putriya vina gruhe except putriya
without his putri putriya vina
putriya vina without his putri the house ekantam that means it will become lonely
सः अनुभूतवान् सः किम् अनुभूतवान्
loneliness
so without his daughter he felt lonely in his house तदेव अस्ति Madhavi Mahodaya, this was directed at you. Next one. Who is next? Kanchan Mahodaya, Bhavati Karatu. Kanchan Mahodaya, asti va?
Mahodaya. क्षम्यताम्.
चिन्ता नास्ति.
ततो अनन्तरं ग्रामं गत्वा बन्धून् मेलितुं निश्चितवान् अत्र सन्धि अस्ति ततः अनन्तरं
सम्यक् अनन्तरं ततः अनन्तरं so what happened what did he decide
after that he decided to go to the village and meet his relatives
सम्यक् उत्तमम् अग्रे राजश्री महोदय भवती करोतु
Nishchitavan is a decided, right?
निश्चितवान् तदेव राजश्री महोदय करोतु
Achyuto marge yadasit आम्रवृक्षस्याधो भागे विरामितवान्.
बहवः सन्धयः सन्ति अत्र वदतु.
अच्युतः
सम्यक्.
फर्स्ट वन अच्युतः मार्गे यदा आसीत् सवर्णदीर्घं.
वेरी गुड.
देन आम्रवृक्षस्य अधः
यदा आसीत् आम्रवृक्षस्य वदतु.
अधः अधो becomes अधः
आम्रवृक्षस्य
अधः. So वृक्षस्य and अधः that again सवर्णदीर्घं.
वेरी गुड. अधः
भागे.
अधः भागे तत्रापि एकः सन्धि आसीत्.
अधः भागे that is उत्तमं.
सम्यक्, उत्तमं. विरमितवान्. Can you explain this sentence for me, Mahoday?
Achyutah marge, when he was on the road, he rested under a mango tree.
Very good. Uttamam. Agrimam. Vijayasundara Mahoday, bhavan karotu.
Amam. Kinchita kalam nidritvan cha.
Tatra sandhi kimapi asti va?
Kinchit nasti.
Nasti. So you do the next sentence also, but explain this sentence first.
Kinchit kala means for a while. Nidritvan cha, he slept for a while.
Very good. Agrimam vakyam karotu.
Uttita samaye vichitram drishya masit.
Tatra kimapi sandhikaryam asti va?
I think uttita samaye.
Is there sandhi? Is there any varna vikaraha? Is there any change in the letters?
Uttitam samaye should be like this.
It's actually uttitasya samaye. So you are correct. It is a samasta padam,
yes.
But there is no sandhi karyam because there is no change in any of the letters.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. What about this word drishyamasit? What does it mean?
He saw. Sorry, is it a strange?
Yes.
Strange sight.
Yes.
Something.
Yes. So how do we break this up? What are the two words here?
Drishya masi. Drishyam asit.
Samyak. Drishyam asit. Tatra sandhi karyam asti va?
Drishyam nasti.
Nasti. Kevalam gunitaksharam asti. Bahuttamam.
Yeah.
Bahuttamam. Very good. No sandhi karyam. Very good. Agre kaha ka? Did everybody get that?
Yeah.
Okay. Back to beginning. Karotu Mahodi.
So Himavataha upari stitavan asit. So that is saha.
Samyak. By the way, is that correct? Is that correct? We just did. Is it allowed?
So is saha plus
hakaraha. There is dosha there. What should it be?
Yeah. Sa Himavataha.
It should have been sa. It is that apavadaha kalu.
Yeah.
I made mistake. I'm sorry. Agree.
But that's good. We learned. I learned.
The next one. I didn't do the sandhi. Can you tell me what the sandhi karyam is there? If you do the sandhi, how do you do it?
Himavato pari.
Samyak. Himavato pari. Very good. Himavato pari. Agrimam.
Stitavan asit.
Bahu samyak. Tatra sandhi karyam abhavat va?
Stitavan asit. Nasti Mahoday.
Nasti. Varna vikaraha eva nasti. Tatra kevalam gunita aksharam asti. Bahu samyak. Uttamam. Agre. So what does that mean, Mahoday?
So he was on top of that Himat Parvat, that mountain.
He was on top of the mountain. Himavataha.
Yeah.
Just now Rajashri Mahodaya said. So what is the vibhakti there?
Oh, that's Dvitiya Vibhakti. No,
Upari iti asti chet tatra what is it?
Yeah.
What will it be? If I'm saying I'm standing on top of the table, how will you say it?
Twist.
So, yeah,
Shashti vibhakti. Shashti vibhakti.
right.
Yes. Himavataha upari. Uttamam.
Upari.
Ah. I'm sorry, I pull in lots of different
No, that's very good. So those are some of the areas I still have to remember.
We all have to
So
do it. We all have to
that's
do
the gap for me.
it. Agre, who's next? Bhagya Mahadeva? Vadatu.
Yeah. Kuto ayam, kutaha ayam. Oh, I'm sorry. Sarvato purvam maduram gandham gratavan. Sarvataha apurvam.
Very good. What does that mean, Mahadeva?
Sarvataha. Everywhere he was smelling unique smell. Unique
Madhuram
sweet
gandham.
smell.
Sweet smell.
Unique sweet smell.
Jigrati iti jigrati va. To smell is jigrati, I think. And gratavan is the bhutakalam. Tavatu prayoga. Tatra.
Tavatu pullinga ekavachana.
That's right. So now sarvataha, that is something called a tasil pratyaha. Okay. The tasil pratyaha is used in panchami vibhaktyarthe. It is used in panchami vibhaktyarthe. Apadanam. Sarvataha, from everywhere. Apurvam madhuram gandham ghatavan. A very strange sweet smell he was smelling. Bahu samyak. Agre Mahodeva, Haraprasad Mahodeva.
Okay. Kutoyam gandha agataha iti anveshanam krutavan. He explored where this smell is coming.
Very good. Can you do Sandhi Vichedam? What is that?
Yes.
What is this?
Krutoyam is a Purvarupa Sandhi. Krutaha ayam.
Kutaha ayam. Very good. We saw ayam also. Ayam shabdaha. Ayam ityukte kim?
Ayam means it is this.
Eshaha gandhaha iti. Kutaha ayam gandhaha agataha iti. Idanim vadatu. Can I do a sandhi over here? This is akaraha followed by visargaha followed by akaraha.
Yeah,
What happens?
Akaraha, visargaha, akaraha. It may, then the visarga may go away.
Correct. Gandha. So we could have written Kutoyam gandha. Now what about this one? Agataha iti.
Agataha iti aha visarga e. Same thing.
Exactly. Agata. So we could have written this as Kutoyam gandha agata iti anveshanam kritavan.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. Okay. Agre. Who's next?
Vijay Sundaram.
Vijay Sundaram Mahadev. Vadatu Mahadev.
Indralokas.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Tankana doshaha. Avadu.
Indralokesmin va iti chintayitva acharya sakito bhavatah.
Ashcharya chakito bhavat. Sandhi karyam. Kutaha asti. Kutra asti.
Yeah, Indralokasmin. It's Indralokam asmin.
Indraloke asmin.
Okay, Indraloke asmin.
Keep everything the same. That A is still there. A plus A becomes A. Indraloke asmin.
Okay.
And, what does that mean? Indraloke asmin va iti. It is asmi only. Asmi.
Yeah. Asmi only more there.
My brain is not working. Sorry. Indraloke asmi va.
Asmi.
What does that mean?
Am I in the Indraloka?
Very good. Iti chintayitva. After thinking, what is this? Is there Sandhi karyam happening here?
Sakito bhavatah means here it should be Sagito Abhavatah.
Abhavat. Chakito
Abhavat.
abhavat. What is this chakito?
Sagito.
Surprise.
Chakitaha. Visargasya utvam abhavat.
Okay.
So it was visargasya utvam, then guna to become visarga. So it became chakito, chakita u abhavat, chakito abhavat, chakito bhavat with purva rupa sandhi. So 3 steps.
Okay.
That's right. So what is the meaning of that, Mahodaya?
He wondered if he was in Indraloka.
He was wondered ascharya chakitaha ityukte kim?
Actually, he wondered.
He was shocked. He was
Shocked.
surprised. Ascharya.
Surprise.
Ascharyeena saha chakitaha iti.
Okay.
What is Chekitaha?
Chakitaha ityukte sort of stunned, stopped for a moment.
Oh,
Tadeva.
stunned. Okay.
Agrimam, who is next?
Me.
Vadatu Mahodaya.
Parantu uttaram labdhat purvameva saha nidrat sakshat utthaya hasitavan.
So, what does that mean? Any sandhi is happening there?
No sandhi is here.
What happens here? What is the word here?
That is sandhi nasti. Purvam eva.
Samyak, purvam eva, but no sandhi. Only gunitaksharam. Can you tell me what happens here? Can I make a sandhi? What could it be?
Where?
Saha nidrat.
Visarga can be
Lopa.
yeah.
Lopa. Visargasya lopaha bhavitum arhati. What does it mean? What is this? What happened?
Before he could get an answer, he woke up from his sleep and laughed.
So see, my stories are all like this. There's actually no meaning to it. Okay. Okay. So we've already, it's 12:45. This other anuvadam is there. Shall we do it quickly? Shall we talk it through or shall we stop?
I'm okay.
Shall we go through nine sentences quickly?
Madam Mahodaya, I have to go.
You have to go?
Yeah.
Anybody else has to go or can we finish it off?
I'm okay.
Okay.
I'm-
Vihara Prasad Mahodaya? Kanchan
I'm
Mahodaya?
fine. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm okay.
Vijay Sundar Mahodaya, if you can, is it okay if you just check the video for just the last bit? Is that okay?
Yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Then I
Yeah.
can put next 5 sentences for next time. Okay?
Yeah,
So we'll
yeah.
continue. Okay.
Dhanyawad.
Arambataha arambam kurmah. Kanchan Mahodaya, you didn't do. So you tell the first sentence.
Please return the book before the first day of the 4th month.
First tell me this. Please return the book. Pustakam?
Pustakam. I don't know. I forgot the word for return.
Pratidadatu, pratyarpayatu.
Okay. Pustakam pratidadatu.
Pratidadatu. Pratyarpayatu.
Pratyarpatu.
Arpayatu. Pustakam pratyarpayatu. So you've done, please return the book. Now how to do this one? Before the first day of the 4th month. So before the first day, how do you do before the first day?
Pratama dini purvam.
So prathama dina we want to use. How do we say before?
Purvam.
Purvam. Okay, purvam. What does it have to be for purvam? Which vibhakti should the words be?
Purve.
It can be purve or purvam. It doesn't matter. Both are okay. But for if we're using purvam or purve, which vibhakti should these words be in?
Dvitiya vibhakti.
Panchami.
Panchami.
So dinat. Kshamikam. Dinat.
Purvam dinat.
Prathamat dinat purvam. Pustakam pratidadatu pratyarpayatu. Now how to do of the 4th month? Can you say of the month?
Of the month. It will be Shashti vibhakti. Of the month.
So masa.
Masasya.
Masasya. Samyak. Masasya. Now how to say fourth month?
Chaturthasya masasya prathama dinat purvam pustakam prati dadatu.
Samyak. Uttamam. Done. Very good.
Mahodaya, instead of dinat, can we use dinankat?
Yes, you can use dinankat. Yes.
Okay.
Dinankat. Very good. That is also allowed. Okay. Great. Who's next? Madhvi Mahodaya. Enough with your anger. Special word here.
I may need some help here. Enough is
Special word.
alam.
Alam.
I'm sorry?
Exactly. Very good. Alam.
Yeah, alam. Anger is krodha. Krodha.
What is the vibhakti it should be used in this?
Tritiya vibhakti.
Yes. So, alam.
Krodhena.
Samyak. Krodhena. Your. How do you say your?
Oh.
Tava. Tava, noted you can use even bhavataha.
Okay. That's what I was thinking. I was going to say bhavataha, but okay. Maybe tava is a better word, maybe.
Both are okay. No better. Both okay. Alam tava krodhena. Alam bhavataha krodhena. Krodhena. Bahuttamam. Agre. Bhagya Mahodaya bhavati karotu.
The teacher will return soon. May I go to the toilet before that? Shikshakah shigram agamishyati. Tatu purvam aham shauchalayam. I go to, can I say,
before that, Tat Purvam, you made Samasta Padam there. Tad Purvam. What should we use for Purvam? What should we use for
Panchami? I need to use Purvam, right? Tata Purvam, right?
Tataha Purvam is also correct. Tasmat also is correct. Very good. Tasmat. Dvayamapi Samyak. Very good. I didn't think of that. Dvayamapi Samyak. Tataha is Tasil Pratyaya. Very good. Tataha Purvam.
Aham Shauchalayam Gacchami, like that.
Aham Shauchalayam Gantum Shaknomi Va. Nochit Aham Shauchalayam Lot Lakara for Gacchami.
Oh, may I? Oh, okay. It's a good. Oh my God.
You can do it. You can do it.
Yeah. It's like Agachani. Gachani. Somehow I put Agachani Mahodaya. I do not know why.
Mahodaya, can it not be Gacha?
Gacha will be you go. Tvam Gacha.
Oh, this one is may I go?
Aham.
Gachani. Correct.
Aham Gachani. No, just Aham Gantum Shaknomi Va.
Correct.
Okay. All right. Next. Who's next? Haraprasad Mahodaya.
I have faith in the great Kalidasa.
I try to put everything together. Takaranta Shabdas, this, that, everything I try to put together. Mishranam. Great. How do we say great? Okay. I have faith. Just say I have faith. How do you say that?
I have faith. Aham Shraddhamasmi.
Mama Shraddha asti. Mama Vishwasaha asti. Mama Shraddha asti.
Okay. Mama Shraddha asti. Kali the great Mahan Kalidase.
Mahan is the Visheshanam of Kalidasaha. So Kalidase, you said Kalidase correctly. Okay. Now what should Mahan be in Saptami Vibhakti?
Mahan Saptami.
Mahati.
Mahata.
Mahati.
Okay.
Mahati Kalidase. Mama Shraddha asti. Mama Vishwasaha asti. Vishwasaha asti. The other way you can do it. Anybody remember the verb form?
Yeah, Vishwasini.
Aham
Vishwasini.
Vishwasini. All of these are acceptable. Mahati Kalidase, mama Vishwasah asti, mama Shraddha asti, no chet Mahadi Kalidase, aham Vishwasini. Uttam. Agre. Who's next?
How do you get that Vishwasini? Simi?
Vishwasini. So if you go to ashtadhyayi.com and search for Shwas Dhatu.
Oh,
This
never
is
heard
the
of it.
Shwas. Vishwasiti. So this is the Shwas. The Dhatu is Shwas. So you can search up in Ashtadhyayi.
Okay.
I won't change the tab now because we're already running out of time, but you can search in.
Okay. Okay.
Huh?
Okay.
I'll send you the screenshot in the signal group. Don't worry.
Okay.
Rajashri Mahade, your turn.
Yeah. Arjuna's arrow hit the Rakshasa's foot. Arjunasya tiraha Rakshasa's foot. Rakshasasya padam.
Rakshasasya
padam atadayat, is it? It will be in past.
Yeah, Samyak. But tell me something. When it is hitting a part of something else, then which vibhakti should this be in?
Part Saptami.
Pade. Pade. Rakshasasya. Pade. Rakshasaha Rakshasasya. There is also another word which is Rakshas iti padam asti. Tatra sakaranta padam. So how could that be in Shashti Vibhakti?
Rakshasaha.
So Rakshasasya nochet Rakshasaha Pade Atadayat. Bahu samyak. Okay?
Okay. If it is part of the body, it is Saptami.
Yes. Ekam bhagam asti chet Saptami Vibhakti. No chet Dvitiya.
Mahoday, instead of tiraha, tiraha is arrow. Issue or something? Ikshu?
Ishuhu, I don't
There's a
know.
word.
Banaha asti. Banaha iti.
No, not banaha. It starts with E. Issue, ikshu.
I think issue.
Issue is what? Is it shaka? Which shakara? Is it
Issue? I thought about that.
No,
Shanmukasha.
Yeah.
Is it like this?
I'm not sure. I've heard something like that.
Okay, I will check this later. I will check this in the dictionary and tell you.
Okay.
Mahoday, issue asti.
Issue? Which
Not
shakara?
this sh, the other sh.
Thank you.
Shanmukasha.
Issue. Uttama. Thank you.
Mahoday, if it is. Go ahead.
So if it says here Rakshasa's foot, so it is singular. If it is plural, Rakshasa's feet, then
Padeshu.
Okay, Padeshu Atadayat. Okay.
But one arrow can only go in one foot, so I put one.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about
Yes. No, but yes, bhagam. If it is, you're hitting like what happened when Bhima is doing wrestling and he catches him by his hand. Then you have to use Saptami Vibhakti. Grihitavan. Kutra grihitavan eva asti. Haste grihitavan iti bhavati tatra. Hastam grihitavan iti na bhavati. Tasya sharirasya bhagam asti. So haste grihitavan iti bhavati tatra. Tadeva. Uttam. This was from first lesson. Okay. We have to remember these things. No, how else do we do it? This is my practice also when we do this. So it will come easier then. Agre kaha ka?
Maybe my turn.
Who? Kanchan Mahoday kritavati?
Aham prathamam kritavati.
Oh, so Madhvi Mahoday bhavati na kritavati va karotu.
After 20 days, he will go to America.
So first do this. He will go to America. Tat katham.
Saha America gamishyati.
Saha America va.
Americam gamishyati.
Americam gamishyati. America desham gamishyati. Chinta nasti.
Desham gamishyati.
Okay, that's done. Now, Idani, after 20 days.
I'm very bad with numbers.
Tell me days. After days.
Gamishyati.
After days.
After days. Dinat Purvam.
Dinat
After
param. But is it,
Param.
is it dinat? Is it one day?
Oh, days.
Huh.
Dinebhyaha.
Samyak. Dinebhyaha. Dinebhyaha param. Otherwise, if you want to use anantaram, you can use shashti vibhakti. So how will that be?
Dinanam.
Bahu samyak. Dinanam.
Dinanam Anantaram.
Did I do too many nas? Dinan. Too many. Okay. Now we have to do 20. 20. So you have to follow the same vibhakti. So Panchami vibhakti atra, Shashti vibhakti atra. So tell me.
Yeah, that I don't remember it.
Okay, somebody help her.
Vimshati.
Vimshat.
Vimshati. Vimshati is the correct one. Which
Right.
should be in what? Should it be in which vachana?
It's always singular.
Always singular.
Yeah.
So now
That I
Panchami
know.
vibhakti. Mati shabda. Panchami vibhakti. What is it?
Vimshate.
Vimshate. Vimshate. What about this one? Shashti vibhakti. Any change?
Vimshataha.
Vimshatehe only, no? Vimshatehe, matehe, matyam.
Oh, okay.
Vimshatyam or vimshatehe. Dvayamapi samanam. So vimshatehe dinebhyah param, no chet vimshatehe. Vimshatyam dinanam anantaram saha Amerikam gamishyati. Everybody okay with that?
Yeah.
Agre. Who's next?
Mahodaya, if we say Vimshati Dinanantaram, we cannot say it.
So with Sankhya Vachaka Shabdaha, you cannot do Samasaha.
Oh,
You
I
cannot
see.
make it
Okay.
into a Samasta Padam. It would make
Oh,
life so much easier, but they decided not to do it.
Dinebhyah param. Okay.
You can
okay.
only do Samasta Padam with this one, Purna Pratyantas. You cannot do it with Sankhya Vachaka Shabdas.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So you have to necessarily do the Vibhakti Rupam.
All right.
Okay. Agre?
He who ate the 33 rotis is Kumbhakarna. Yaha Trayovimshatim Rotikaha. You want us to...
Vimshatim? 33. Trayas Trimshat. Trayas Trimshat. Let's leave it at Trayas Trimshat. We'll figure out the correct this thing. Trayas Trimshat Rotikaha. Rotikaha, perfect. You did Akaranta, but it is
Rotikaha.
Which vibhakti is that?
Hold on, Mother. Rotikaha Kaditavan Saha Kumbhakarnaha.
Samyak. Khaditavan Saha Kumbhakarnaha. Idanim ekavaram vadatu Rotikaha tatra. What is the vibhakti there?
Dvitiya vibhakti bahuvachanam.
Bahu samyak. So Trayas Trimshat Sarit Shabdavat asti. Dvitiya vibhaktyam api Trayas Trimshat.
Trayatrimshat, right?
Yes, samyak. Samanam eva. In Dvitiya vibhakti also it is Trayas Trimshat eva.
Saritam na Saritam.
Saritam na bhavati khalu. Bhavati va? I don't know. Why don't we go to Sanskrit?
Trayatrimshati, Trimshati, I thought Mahodaya.
Trayas Trimshati na. Tattu saptami vibhakti bhavati. Let us look at Sarit. Let us quickly look at Sarit. Because I also was confused.
Saritam. It is Saritam.
Saritam bhavati va? I thought it was
Trayatrimshatim.
Trayas Saritam. Trayas Trimshatim. Samyak. Shatam. Trayas Trimshatam. Not Shatim. I'm sorry. Trayas Trimshatam Rotikaha Khaditavan Saha Kumbhakarnaha. Bahu samyak. Agre kaha ka? Who's next?
Myself.
Tadatam.
Rama cut off Ravana's fifth head with one arrow.
Rama cut. Can you say Rama cut?
Ramaha.
Vichittavan. Vichittavan.
Yeah.
Vichhedanam kritavan. Sure.
Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Vichhedanam kritavan.
Yeah.
Kritavan. That is good. Yeah. Kritavan.
Ramaha Ravanasya
Ah.
fifth head.
Leave the fifth for now. Just say Ravanasya head.
Ravanasya Shiraha.
Shiras Shabdaha.
Shiram.
So we want which vibhakti there? Vichhedanam. Ravanasya.
It is 6-1.
Yes. So Shiraha.
Okay. Oh,
Shiraha.
Shiraha.
Shiraha is Shashti vibhakti.
Okay.
Nochet mastakasya dvayamapi samyak.
Yeah,
Mastakasya.
Masaka.
Mastakasya vichhedanam kritavan. Now we want to do fifth.
Fifth.
Pan. Pancha. Pancha. Masya.
Panchamat.
Panchamasya. Shashti vibhakti.
Okay.
Panchamasya.
Oh,
Panchamasya shiraha vichhedanam kritavan.
Okay.
Panchamasya
Yeah.
mastakasya vichhedanam kritavan.
Vichhedanam.
Uttamam. Now with one arrow.
Ekena Ishu. Ishu.
Ishuhu is Guru Shabdaha. So how
Okay. Then it is Guru.
Guruhu Guru Guravaha Gurum Guru Guru Gurun Guruna.
Guruna. Ishuna.
Ishuna. Tatra nakara bhavati va nakara bhavati va na
Nakara. Nakara.
Ishuna.
Natvam.
Natvam. Ishuna no chet banena. Banena api samyak khalu.
Banena. Okay.
Banena. Vichhedanam. I will move vichhedanam here. Or can I actually, it makes more sense to move this here, no? This here. Ramaha ekena ishuna, no chet ekena banena, Ravanasya panchamasya shiraha, Ravanasya panchamasya mastakasya vichhedanam kritavan. Bahutamam. Last one.
Mahodaya, I'm sorry to interrupt. You said one portion of the body means Saptami, na? So won't it be?
Yeah.
But here, that is when it hits. Or grihitavan nochet taditavan tadrisham bhavati chet. This is cut off.
5 minutes.
Oh, okay.
So dvitiya vibhakti.
That is for which two words?
Taditavan nochet grihitavan. Those two. For tadayati or grihnati.
Okay. And another thing is, Mahodaya, won't dvitiya come here? Ravanasya panchamam shiram.
Then, because it is vichhedanam kritavan, then it has to be shashti vibhakti. If we want to do it as chittavan iti, suppose you want to do,
I thought tunditavan.
Tunditavan api samyak. There it will be dvitiya vibhakti. So then it will be.
Okay.
So then.
Okay.
Very good. Tunditavan. There, then it will be mastakam.
Yeah.
Mastakam. And shiraha is dvitiya vibhakti is also shiraha only. So panchamam. Ravanasya panchamam mastakam. Panchamam shiraha tunditavan. Shiras shabdaha, I think dvitiya and shashti are both shiraha only, no? Am I wrong in thinking that? Shiras shabdaha? Anybody remember?
No, I
It
don't.
will be, both will be same. It will be like manas.
Manaha only, no?
Manaha manasi manamsi.
Shiraha. Last one. I'm so sorry. I kept you guys very late. Very sorry. Shiraha. Akaranta. Shiras. Sakaranta napumsakalingaha. Shiraha. Oh, shirasaha. Tamitam. Shirasaha. It is shirasaha there. Shirasaha. So shirasaha is shashti or panchami. And shiraha is dvitiya. Okay, last sentence and then you can run off.
Mahodaya, ekena banena ravanasya shiram kartitavan. Is that wrong?
Shiram is wrong. Shiraha is correct, but kartitavan is correct.
But there is in the dictionary shira shabda akaranta pullinga.
Is there a?
That's
Shiram?
what I checked.
Oh God, I don't know. You might be right. No idea.
Okay, I will check it, Mahodaya. I will check it
please
again.
check that one. I will just check that once. This one is
Okay.
just check it and we will discuss it next class. I'm sorry, I've kept keeping you so late, so I just want to finish. Next
Okay,
one.
Mahodaya.
Last one.
Yeah.
My
My turn. He returned to the castle using a long road. Saha Dirghena Margena.
Dirghena Margena.
Margena. Prasadat. To the castle, na Prasadam. Prasadam Pratyagachat.
Pratyagachat. Bahu samyak. What am I doing? Gachat. Very good. No, chet pratyagatavan.
Pratyagatavan.
But it's Langlakaraha, I said. Therefore, this is correct. Yes,
so
very good.
Can we also do Prasadaya? Can we do Chaturthi?
Yes, of course. Because it is a gam dhatu.
Gachat is there, okay.
Otherwise
yes. We can't use, right? Otherwise we cannot use. Okay.
No. Yes.
Second and the fourth.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Second and fourth, correct. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mahodaya, he says using a long road. So I put it Saha Dirgham Margam Upayujya Durgam Pratyagachat.
Samyak. Dirgham. Sorry, what did I write?
Margam Upayujya.
Yes. That is also correct.
Okay.
Upayujya. Prasadam. Instead of prasadam, what did you use?
Durga Shabda, Durgam.
Durgam. Durgam also this thing. It is also palace, is it?
Yeah, castle.
Oh, very nice. Okay, very good. New word for me. Thank you. Okay, I have saved this in where Griha Karyani is. I will put it into the class notes, so you can all see this if you want to at a later time.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Dhanyawada.
Mahodaya, one quick question. Do you have a shloka to remember the upasargas?
I sang it before. I sent it in the group, in the signal group. If I can find it, I'll send it again. Otherwise, I'll record it and send it again.
Somehow I didn't get it.
That pra para apa. That one I have. There is one. There's just a little song. So I'll put it
in.
Chintana.
Please. Thank you.
Okay. Rajashri Modi Bhavati Prarthana Shanti Mantra Vadati va.
Sarve bhavantu sukinaha, sarve santu niramayaha, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschit dukkha bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Dhanyawadaha.
Sarvebhyah